Alright then everyone, welcome on in. Let me just try and get this sorted out. Hold on. Why is this so difficult? Yeah, no, and I couldn't fix it without looking at it, so there we go. No brutal. Wait, oh yeah, it is brutal. Yes, sorry. Oh damn, yeah, I forgot. I was too busy coming up with the Ufranda stuff because I've got negative faith. Isn't that fun? Let's pop that away. Oh. No, pop the whole sign away. There we go. Welcome, everyone. Right, who is joining us that's new? Smith, welcome on in. Welcome to the Barons. Who else have we got that's a new face? Deadman, welcome back. Who else wasn't here last game? Sick Boy, welcome, welcome. As in case you... Well, you can tell. We like to play with roleplay here. Annette as well, welcoming in properly. And I think that's everyone new. Hello, everyone. Chiefs is misspelt. Chiefs don't know how to spell. Is Chiefs misspelt? It is. Listen. What is a vowel? Anyway, really, honestly. Super Guppy, welcome on in. Alright, now that I've got the spelling right, allow me to introduce you all to Queen Kestryd. I do like myself a good chef. At least it's not chef, yeah. I before E except after C in Chiefs, yeah. Traditional and brutal. Yes, Gibbo, you're beastly. Queen Kestryd is here. Now, Queen Kestryd is traditional and brutal. So we're going to be going for farming initially as our ambition. Should farming fail, we will instead go for military. I like chefs more than chiefs. Ah. We are going to stop anything new happening if we can. Stop any progress. Dear Lord, look at it. Oh, Chiefs, come on, I need you. The Chiefs won, Katori. Can you believe it? Welcome back on in, buddy. We're also an Ufranda. We're also a Beastal Skinwalker. So we are anti-faith, pro-pagan and pro-chiefs. That is Queen Kestryd in a nutshell. So we want farming and we want military, etc, etc. Welcome on in, everyone. Let's jump in. And first things first, I have a bug. There it is. Look at this. Right, salutes in chat. The bug. Oh, wait, where is it? Why is it not? There we go. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. We got the bug. The bug is dead. The bug is down. Never forgive. Never forget. Kill the bug. Welcome on in, everyone. Our second game today. We finally got a new chief. Hey, TL, welcome on in. How's it going? Welcome on in. Welcome back to the chefs. Joining us today in the Barons for our second game, we've got Baron Ganahan the second. We got, why is it not popping up? There we go. Baron Nilawa, Baron Smith, Baron Komori. Oh, hello, Komori. new face. Welcome on in. We got Baron Dean. Got Baroness Maskconnect. Baroness Morgrim. And Baron Deadman. Welcome on in, all the Barons. Thank you for furnishing the council hall with yourselves. Then we got our chefs. And our top chef is Chef Ephra, Chef Gibbo, Chef Bonkle II, Chef TL, and Chef Captain Chaz. Welcome on in, all of our chiefs. I'm out of that joke. That joke's done. It's behind us. Build a wall, put it behind it. We're not going back to it. Typos happen. Finally, we've also got our counts. We got Count Super Guppy, Countess Whopper, Count Alex, Countess Annette, Count Sick Boy, Count Gagazi, Count Katori Blueberry, Count Weldris, new and pristine. Look at that. Hello, Count Weldris. And finally, we got Count Gothic Arto II. Welcome on in, everybody, to our game today. We like to play with a little roleplay. So everyone, if you're a new face or it's been a while, try not to sweat it if we don't win or if people on your faction aren't trying to win. Just assume they got some little roleplay bits going on. Weldris with my nifty hat. Has Weldris got the same? Yes. The little highwayman hat. Okay, let's have a look. So, we're going to start as always with the path to victory. Your Majesty, the history books do not look kindly upon usurpers, unless, of course, they prove themselves worthy of the throne they have stolen. When you die, how do you hope the kingdom will remember you? How do I hope again? Farming. Okay, yes. Much like... Who was it? Queen... What was my previous character called? I can't remember. Yeah, but just like What's-Her-Face a few years ago, I want to be the mother of the nation. I want to feed everyone. Starting 19 farming, it's big, it's good. No, it wasn't Ballora. Oh, Kestryd? No, Kestryd is me. It was a weird name. It was 4 letters, wasn't it? My God, where is my head? Bologna Dynasty was strong. Yeah, it made it 10 times. Elk, that was it. Thank you, Elk. Yeah, we finished on the Bologna. We had Bologna the 10th win at the end. Interesting. Are you concerned for the welfare of the commoners, or are you just hoping for a favourable passage in the history books? Yeah, Elk thanks Ephra. Yeah. Oh dear. Oh. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. I suggest over the next few years you focus on improving the kingdom's overall farming as much as possible. Once you have an heir, I will return to discuss how your ambition is progressing. Good luck, Your Majesty. Alright. We are so good. Let's meet you all. Let's shake hands. Hello, Chief TL. Oh dear, what did I miss? We'll try and remember the name of Elk. That's the joke. You did it. You seized the throne. We showed her what chiefs could do, didn't we? Now just remember which side of your bread is buttered. You answer to us. Got it? Long live the North. Ha! That's the spirit. Now, introduce yourself to the rest of the council. But don't forget what I told you today. Hello, thank you, Chief TL. Good to see you. Looking great. Who have we got from the Counts of the East? Well, hello there, Sick Boy. An honour to finally make your acquaintance, your grace. May you escape the doom that befell your predecessor. And finally... Hello there. Finally, who have we got from the Barons? Sick boy looking mighty sick. Yeah, and here's Morgrim. Hello, Morgrim. Hail and well met, your majesty. And your leadership will whip this kingdom into shape. Looking good, Morgrim. Welcome aboard. I don't know, did you change back to your old avatars? I think you did. But yeah, welcome on in. With that, the introductions are done. The council hall immediately fills... You never changed my baron... Oh, okay, the Baroness stayed the same. Excellent. The council hall immediately fills with raised voices. Meanwhile... What do you think? Will she be a good little queen and do as she's told? Too early to tell. We should have a backup plan, just in case. Alright, we got a coronation coming in. Your Majesty, you may have won the throne from Queen Elk. There it is, Elk. Elk sighted. But you must still answer to the council. As is tradition, they will decide what happens at your coronation. Ah. Should I get changed into my waterproof robes then? I suppose they would want to put me in the river. It may be for the best, your majesty. Shall we call the nobles in? It's an easy choice, yeah. Tippity tap tap ta tap tap tap. Oh god, okay, so pagan ceremony nice, river is nice. All of these are nice except for one. Get out of here, Archie. Get out of here. How dare you try and ban alcohol? Will it be A, a pagan ceremony? Will it be C, the river? Or will it be D, the puddle? What you want, everyone? What you want? What's it going to be? Come on now. A and D are both quite tight. 6 apiece, 6 apiece, 6, 7. Ooh, look at it. Royal puddle. Always a royal puddle. Should have voted A. Yeah, the pagan ceremony is... Here we go. What have we got? How many people have voted? 18? So 4 left to vote. It's still close. I'll do a final countdown in chat. Boom, boom. Alright, it's a tie. And you know what, everyone? You know what? I'm going to get my tits out for the pagan ceremony. You hold a traditional northern ceremony in the palace. Of course, that means you're stripped nude, flogged with birches, and bathed in goat's blood, while a god speaker chants the ancient rites of Morgana. Thank you, old Wazy. It's all thoroughly pagan. The church is outraged, and so are the common folk. They should just be grateful you didn't include the ritual sacrifice. This is the way, the only way, the oldest tradition. Military quite strong? It is. Emmy of the Nilawa bloodline. Ooh. Blonde hair, dark skin. Very nice. My kind of aesthetic. Charismatic Marcher Elder stands before a blazing hearth, roaring with arms outstretched. When have the Barons of the March back down from a fight? Never! I'll know you'll do whatever it takes to put me, your rightful queen, on the throne. Alright. What's it gonna be? Barons of the March. Uprising using the peasants. Modernization. Trying to take command of the entire army. Or propaganda. Where you're gonna try and put posters up. Propaganda is like theatre, isn't it? It's like putting up information. Abstain for the gamba. I don't know, where have you all gone? There were loads of you. There was loads of you barons a moment ago. And yes, Northwind, I see you. Alright, propaganda is here. Yeah, I think 4. I think how many of you are there total? 9? And we got what? 7 votes? Yeah, I think that's good. Oh, no worries. Take all the time you want. I'm trying to wait around a little bit. How do we modernise the country? Badly. The barons plan to persuade the population that only a charismatic general can protect them. First, the common folk must be afraid. To advance their scheme, the barons must lower stability to 4 or less in 3 seasons. Odhala of the Captain Chaz clan, powerful northern orator, stands precariously on a longhouse crossbeam, screaming like a fallen god. Oh yeah, Chaz, while I remember. V Rising, you have to feed your horse. Furthermore, I have stables. So if you want to bring your horse over to the main castle and park it at the stables, it'll be fed automatically. If you're there, Chaz, if you're listening. Try not to let your horse die in V Rising. Odhala is saying what? Morgana is with us! Yes, if you don't feed it, it should have had a load of weeds in it. So have a quick check. You want to go have a look at it and open your inventory next to it, and it will tell you how much food is in the horse's feed bag. But if you park it in a stables, it will be fed automatically. Morgana is with us. Kestryd now sits on the throne and the chiefs are in charge. But the other regions will already be scheming to depose her. Do we stay loyal to the new queen or cut our losses and put me on the throne instead? Right. Chiefs of the North. Loyalty will be rewarded. But there's also subterfuge, if you want to replace my council. And Hornblower, if you need to toot. 4 out of 5. 5 out of 5. Loyalty. They didn't want to toot. Can you believe it? They couldn't even toot. Why replace perfection? Thank you very much. The vote of confidence. We are going to crash this kingdom into the ground probably. But let's go. That settles it then. Long live the Queen, may she bring glory to Morgana. But we can always change our minds. If Kestryd ever gets out of line, we could take up arms and get rid of her. The old-fashioned way. The chief's goal is to aid the Queen by countering the other region's schemes as much as they can. They will win the game if the Queen produces an heir and completes her ambition. Oh, no. No, Deathless Wonder is dead. Chaz, I'm sorry, I forgot to explain it back when we gave you the horse. I should have, we should have told you. F's in chat for Chaz's horse. Deathless Wonder is dead. No. You did tell Chaz. Oh no, okay, sorry Morgrim. Rip Horsey. Oh, that's sad. Sorry. They will win the game if the Queen produces an heir and completes her ambition. Here we are. I think Chaz has made a teleporter now. You ought to be able to get a horse, Chaz. You can get them in like the second area. Still change their minds and rise up in rebellion. Okay. Zemiel of the Super Guppy Dynasty, eccentric Eastern enigma, leans delicately on a podium, sighing. My fellow counts, in ancient times the East was its own proud kingdom. We can bring back those days of glory, but not while the false Queen Kestryd wears the crown. Wolf Warrior! Wolf Warrior! Well done. You did it. Welcome back, buddy. It's been a bit. But welcome back for the Chiefs. Oh yeah, Chaz, it's a constant. It's a constant server on V-Rising. But Wolf Warrior's here. The Chiefs are big. We're large. We're in charge. We got a chief on the throne. My fellow counts, in ancient times, the East was its own proud kingdom. We can bring back those days of glory, but not while the false Queen Kestryd wears the crown. Okay, counts of the East, what's it going to be? Is it going to be A, doppelganger to get a body double? B, intimidation to scare me into doing what you want me to do? Or C, ascension to offer me immortality in exchange for the throne? Okay, Ascension's here. This is good, I believe, maybe. We offer immortality, sire? I might take it. I mean, you know, there's no point waiting around. That's through, clearly. The Counts plan to induct the Queen into their secret cult and offer her immortality in exchange for the throne. First, they must reduce the power of the Eastern Church. To advance their scheme, the Counts must lower their faith to 4 or less in 3 seasons. It's currently at 0. I think the Counts are pretty safe on this one. Okay, Emmy, questionable claimant. In the march, the Barons are pursuing a propaganda scheme. First and foremost, they want to lower the kingdom's stability to 4 or less in 3 seasons. It's currently at 4. Next, we have Odhala, a false pretender in the north. The Chiefs have decided to stay loyal to little old me, to little old Queen Kestryd. We're going to see how it goes. If I win, you win. Let's win together. And finally, Zemiel, the bastard offshoot of the East. The Counts are pursuing an ascension scheme. They want to lower their own faith to 4 or less in 3 seasons. It's currently at 0. Boom. Alright, what would I want? What's my thing? I do like brutal. Traditional. I think I would bribe. I think golden choice, yeah, definitely. I'd pay you all to kill people and I'd pay you all to ban shit. Alright. An invitation to the north. Your Majesty. Hello, Wolf Warrior. This year we will be holding Winter Feast in my clan hall. It would be an honour if you could attend. Look forward to it. Ha! We're looking forward to having you back in the north where you belong. Alright, chosen a Voltor. Hail, Lord Render, chosen of Valtor. The night of frost is over. You have seized the throne, just as the prophecy foretold. The snow in the streets is melting. Soon things will be back to normal in the capital. But one last part of the prophecy remains. You must return Tolga Haljaborn's legendary axe to the north. It was stolen from us by King Aud the Great during his conquest of the clans. It belongs up in the Hall of Heroes, not in the palace vaults as another dusty relic. No, Your Grace. You mustn't. The axe was given to King Aud as a symbol of the chief's submission to the throne. To return it would fan the flames of northern independence. This is your destiny. This is why you took the throne. Oh dear. Yeah, I know. Tippity tap, 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 the sign. We are pro-chiefs. So, I'm pro-pagan, pro a lot of things. This sounds like a job for Golden Choice. Vote A, everyone, for Golden Choice, and we will ship the ancestral axe back home. Let's go! 500 gold if you vote A, everyone. Look at you all. Look at you all, desperate for my money bags. Everyone liked it, yeah. Wow. Look at that. Nearly everyone has shown up for this vote. That's 21 of you. There's 2 of you yet to vote, but maybe you're up and out and doing things. Thank you very much, everyone. We're going to send the axe back home. The gods are good. The gods are good. After 4 long centuries, the axe returns to its homeland. King Aud spilled an ocean of blood for that axe. You'll forever be remembered as the queen who threw it away. Ah, just like the previous queen. Though it upsets the counts and the barons, the common folk are pleased to see the axe of Torgir return to its place of origin. An ancient theft has been put right. One evening you're sitting up in bed, reading some paperwork, when a filth-encrusted peasant wanders into your bedchamber, bold as brass. Hello, your Madge. Glad I finally found you. This place is a bloody maze, it is. Mind if I take a seat? Guards! Guards! But your palace watch are nowhere to be seen, despite you yelling yourself hoarse. Listen, I got a bloody great idea for you. What if gangrene could be cured with mouldy bread? I haven't tried it yet, but I've got a good feeling. Before the peasant can explain further, your marshal bursts into the bedchamber, sword drawn. Your Majesty, I'm sorry I didn't come sooner. I've no idea where the palace watch are. Do you want me to kill this intruder? Yes, kill him. He's speaking nonsense. He wants progress, and I hate it. Yes, salutes for the duvet. The marshal's sword flashes, parting the peasant's head from his shoulders. Blood spurts across your favourite duvet. If one thing's clear from this actual mess, you need an honour guard who can actually keep you safe. Not like this pathetic watch. There we go. There we go. Think carefully, Your Majesty. These guards' loyalties will be divided between you and their region. Of course, you could just hire foreign mercenaries. They'd be loyal to coin above all. You'll choose our northern warriors, won't you, Your Grace? Don't tell me you've gone soft and southern already. I think yes. You know, why would I go for anyone else, truth be told? I've made my decision. I wait your verdict with bated breath, your majesty. Let's see. We want the Northern Warriors. I will make the arrangements at once. The warrior heroes arrive a few weeks later. They swagger in with big grins and bigger axes, belching and singing and roaring out unsavoury jokes. One of your courtiers faints. Okay, here we go. We're going to start a first auction. Now, I see talk of rebellion. If people are worried about a rebellion or would like a rebellion, the fortress will boost military of the counts. Finally though, let's see. Barons want a lower stability. They can do so with B, the prison. And there's nothing to raise or lower the count's faith. So yeah, it's like B, the prison is the only thing scheme-wise. If you're a chief, you may want C, the Grand Bazaar. D, the monument would be nice to avoid a civil war. That would boost my authority a pinch. So either C or D would be good if you're a chief and loyal to me. But here's everyone's money. You can see it all here on the side. We're going to start the auction right now. Type exclamation mark fund, followed by the letter of the item you would like to fund, followed by the amount of money you'd like to fund it with. The top two items at the end of the auction will be built and take effect on the kingdom. Everything else will be refunded back to you. You have about 40 seconds to get your funding in, but there is a slight delay on stream. So I'll type in chat when there are 10 seconds left. Let's go, let's go, let's go. What do we got in a minute? D and B? D is nice. Monument. B, prison. Trade authority for stability. Let's go. 10 seconds. What was that? There was a lot of movement there at the end. What happened? Okay, the Chiefs got both D and C. Authority goes up and their trade's up. The Chiefs, 10 trade, 10 farming. Look at this, Your Majesty. The Chancellor holds up a wad of paper. On the front is printed the Daily Squawk, along with a dense block of text. They're calling it a paper of news because everything that's written in it is new. New? New things? It's like a little town crier made of parchment. We're against progress. We are against progress. Don't worry. This is going to rot the minds of our children. Quite so, Your Majesty. Back in our day, people didn't want to know what was happening more than a mile from their village. The very concept of a second village would terrify them. To your surprise, however, the paper news quickly takes the kingdom by storm. It seems everyone is reading it. Soon enough, there are even competitor papers, and you're even being asked to give an interview. Don't do it, Your Grace. Hello, Weldris. This is beneath the dignity of your office. No. We don't like it. We don't want to do it. I'd prefer a no. But if you're going to say yes to it, at the very least, we'd tell them that they have to write something nice. Oh, so silly indeed. A stands for chaos, of course. Are we... Are we doing this? Are we going to civil war? Is this the route? Is this the play of the game? Here we go. The next day, you're outraged to discover that the newspaper has printed an article subtly implying you're a coward who's afraid to face the public. What's worse, the common folk seem to believe it. Even some of the nobles believe it, and they're the ones who voted to stop you from attending the interview. Sorry, Your Highness, it just looks really bad. Says here you could not be reached for comment. Makes you look like you're hiding something. Damn, that's mean. Very mean. Your Majesty, I have an idea, the best since lined parchment, I dare say. An expedition. To Chur! Right, no, this is a new thing. I wouldn't do this. This breaks tradition. Don't be so quick to judge. I implore you, the great unexplored, untamed wilderness across the eastern sea awaits. You have a lot of wealth at the moment, Your Highness. It's just sitting around collecting dust. Why not make a sound investment and send explorers to Chur? Who knows what they might find? Treasure, rare materials, ancient history, a new disease? She's a bit too animated when she says the word disease. I'm not wasting money on such a risk. Yeah, she looks crestfallen but nods curtly. Very well, Your Highness. Your pile of gold will remain a pile. Perhaps another time. She said new, exactly. Your Majesty, it's important you find a spouse sooner rather than later. I'll take the liberty of finding eligible candidates. What is your preference, men, women, or do you not mind? Happy Pride, everyone. We're going to get a woman. There you go. I'll forestall rolling this one time for you all. Thank you, Your Majesty. I'll send out messengers to the most influential noble families in the kingdom. Let's see what they have to offer. It's an easy enough decision. You're marrying to the chiefs as we agreed before you took the throne. Right? Okay. Bada bing. I do have a lot of money, but, you know, I could have more. I could have more. And the barons and the counts. If I don't bully you, will you not rebel? Is that the hope, the dream? I smell an early days rebellion. I think it's gonna happen whatever I do. I need money to party? Okay. Right, let's see it. Barons and counts are both... Yeah, I saw that coming immediately, Alex. You can both rebel now. Let's start with Winterfeast. Nice and easy. After weeks of leading your baggage train along the perilous mountain roads, you'll finally arrive at the snow-swept clan hall of Chief Wolf Warrior. The hall is crammed with chiefs of the north, sitting cheek to cheek along tables, groaning under the weight of food and ale. Welcome, Your Majesty, to my humble hall. Take a seat and grab a drink. It is customary at Winterfeast to exchange gifts with the host. What did you bring? Well, I gave you one axe. Let me give you another axe. What an extraordinary craftsmanship. Useless as a flagon full of seawater, of course, but it certainly looks pretty. I'll make sure all the chiefs know of your generosity. After that, the feast lasts long into the night. The fires roar, the bards sing songs of the old days. A lake of ale is consumed. A couple of hours in, you are a little merry. At winter feast draws on, the snow piles up outside the doors. The mood in the hall turns precarious. Your memory is blotchy, but you distinctly recall. Let's see. I think I would be leading the hall in song. I don't think I'd be getting into a fight with the chiefs. I love the chiefs. Contests, not really my speed. Yeah, let's have a song. The chiefs roar alongside you, full-throated as you sing, stirring battle songs of the north long into the night. A little merry. I think I chose that because I'm thinking I'd be used to drinking and feasting like this. The next morning, the chiefs are scattered all around the hall, groaning and nursing their hangovers. Your own hangover isn't too bad, but the thought of the voyage home makes you wince. You bid farewell to the chiefs and begin the long, perilous journey back to the capital. Wait, Canahan, are you literally rebelling because you weren't invited to the party? Baron Komori Kitsune strides into the council chamber, distraught, waving a dead rat by its tail. The fields and barns of the march are overrun by vermin, and we've no more poison for these horrible things. We can't cope anymore. Alright. You know what? You're right. We got to deal with this. I'm going to pay you money. Hire some adventurers. Clear out those rodents. The golden choice on D, everyone. Golden choice on D. We need our farmlands. We need to get rid of the rats. The rats are not good. Rats are bad, okay? Rats are really bad. But we will take the money. There you go, look. Wait, I hate golden choice with such a... I'm sorry, Guppy. I won't always be taking it. This is the first time this month, I think, so far. Out of 3 games, I've only had it this one time. Did I have it in the first game? I don't think I did. Luckily, the Adventurers Guild has an entire branch dedicated to vermin control as part of their levelling up initiative. Don't worry, Your Majesty, you can rely on I, Graswold the Glorious, and my party of merry venturers to clear out these rats for you. Later, the adventurers are wiped out battling some kind of Rat King. Rat King! Hey! Let me get the Rat King merch up. It's Thrifty, the Rat King. Where is it? So this is something I made for an art redeem. Let me find a link to it. And I've put it on the Redbubble. Can I? Cutie cutie, there we go. So yeah, you too can have a Rat King sticker. Or a Rat King shirt. Obviously don't spend money if you don't have it, but it's just funny. King Thrifty came back. But the rodent population has gone down. Oh, this is great. Counts are unhappy. I've found 3 potential matches for you. 1 eligible young woman from each of the kingdom's 3 regions. Choose wisely. You'll be securing a powerful alliance. So... we are, let's see... somebody that's against progress. Somebody that's murderous. A chief or a pagan or somebody against the faith. These are all good things. We're going to see what our options are. Alright. Yes, I know. The Chancellor leads you to the Great Hall where they've arranged 3 portraits on easels for now. Each is covered by a cloth. Alright, let's see the ladies. They whisk away the cloth from the first portrait. This is Hef, firstborn daughter of the Northern Gibbonexus clan. She's your typical Northern lass, big, brawny and honest, in the same way an axe to the face is honest. She's made herself quite wealthy with a series of shrewd investments, and she's an incredibly driven person. By all accounts, gets up at the crack of dawn every morning and goes for a swim in a frozen lake. Pretty good, but, you know, not the best, but, you know, she's a chief, and she's not doing anything to mess it up. This is Amalia, eldest daughter of the Eastern Annette Dynasty. Apparently they had a hell of a time getting her to smile for this portrait. She had a laboratory installed in her castle and spends most of her time... No. Bizarre experiments. That sounds like progress. I don't like progress. She's got in trouble with the Inquisition a while ago, but it didn't come to anything. I think... Annette, sorry. Don't like it. Smells like progress to me. And finally we have the Marches offering. Yvette. Scion of the prestigious Smith bloodline. The barons all seem a little scared of her though. I can't work out why. That sounds hot. Like most barons, her great passion is hunting. No beast is safe from her crossbow. She's got a reputation for not giving a damn what anyone thinks of her. Ooh. It's pagan experiments. I don't know. I think ring-a-ding-ding. We got a hunter and a reputation for like insulting people and being mean. Waifu. This is pretty good. What do you think? Of course, by picking a candidate, you'll anger the other regions. But you'll gain a lifelong alliance. It's gotta be Yvette. Gotta be. Excellent, I'll make the arrangements. We have a bloody huntress for a wife. Now the barons aren't going to rebel. Isn't that fantastic? While the queen settles into her young reign, a general has risen in the march. The indomitable Baroness Emily. So March, we chill now? We cool. Cool as ice. Is it time? I'm eager to start my campaign. Not yet, General. We need the peasants to be truly living in fear for you to be their saviour. It won't be long now. The council will make sure the kingdom is drowning in chaos. Then we can make our move. The Baron's aim is to lower stability to 4 or less. In a tiny village far to the east, 2 counts meet in a derelict tavern. No one even dares glance in their direction. Lowborn all across my lands are rejecting the ninth god. Yes, and the tithe collectors don't dare knock at the door to my keep. Now we must not falter. If the queen grows proud, we can offer her the ultimate reward. Immortality sweats bullets. No, rebellion is here. The next stage of their scheme, the counts must raise authority to 5 or more in 4 seasons. Look at this. I think we're good as we are. Counts are rebelling. Stares at the Baron troops. Tap the sign. Well, rebellion happening, death incoming. Yes, I'm going to kill whoever I can. It's a bad day, isn't it? Last minute getting hitched. Let's start with the rebellion. Oh no, sorry buddy. Gagazi. Gagazi, it's time. I think Gothic, you guys were of the idea that the barons were going to rebel with you. And then I married a baron. I will hide in my basement. No, Alex. Come out here. We're in it. At long last, the counts have reached their boiling point. You're confronted in your throne room by Count Gagazi, his smile sharp as a scalpel. The counts of the east will bring you down, pretender to the throne. We'll rise up and fight for Zemiel, the true king. This is a formal declaration of war. Next time we see each other, we'll be on the battlefield. Gagazi, I'm sorry. I feel like you've just been roped into this and shoved forward. Seize him! Come along now. Traitors get the chop. What? But you can't do this. I'm an envoy. See how the Queen's tyranny grows worse by the day? Your watchman wastes no time. Count Gagazi is dragged out to the courtyard and his head struck from his shoulders. Gagazi, I'm sorry. Salutes in chat for Gagazi. As the leader of this rebellion, I thank you for your service. Oh dear. Oh dear. Salutes away, everyone. Gagazi, thank you. Gagazi the First has left the council, but Gagazi the Second will be taking their place. Oh dear. Where's my kill count? We hit number 1. Number 1 is here. Number 1 is here. Ooh. Long live Gagazi the Second. He can do. So yes, if you're playing with roleplays rules, Gagazi, feel free to create a new character, as it were. But people can just inherit them. What in the knife did my father get me into? A rebellion that's not going to win. Yes, so I can open it up here, Ganahan, and or if I can type it in properly, you can follow the link and download my free PDF. It's got all the roleplay rules I use, as well as the prompts for the nobles in it. Oh yeah, and they're also below the stream. I've got them in the about section. Oh, you rolled a 9? I don't know what 9 is off the top of my head. Let me have a look. A noble's noble? You're generally in favour of noble pursuits such as, but not limited to, jousting, hunting and daft wagers. We just had a good hunt last game. Oh, and a 4 for sick boy. Hold on. What have we got there? Party noble? Party time. You vote for parties and just whatever's a good time in general. Real good time guy, having a rebellion. I didn't expect them to move so boldly, Your Majesty. What are our chances against the rebels? The counts are formidable, but not undefeatable. Hope they don't persuade any other regions to join their rebellion. That would be disastrous. How did things get this bad? The leader of the rebellion is Count Alex. As reasons for the uprising, he's citing your past transgressions, mainly the pagan ceremony at your coronation. Right, well, we'll just have to kill all of them. Marshal, let's just kill them all. Yes, Your Majesty. Hold on to that feeling, you'll need it. So is this it? Civil war? That's right, Your Majesty. The kingdom is divided. There will be a lot of death and suffering before this is all over. I can't wait. I'll go drag out the trebuchets. Okay, opening strike time. This will be counts only. It's been a long time coming. Over 300 years ago, the East was conquered, but before that we were our own rulers, with a lineage of monarchs stretching back 1,000 years. The glory days. Indeed, and that's why we must rise up. By placing Zemiel on the throne, we will reclaim what we have lost. But first, we must decide on tactics. My fellow counts, I ask you, how shall we strike first? We can launch a preemptive strike against the chiefs to cripple their military. If we suspect the barons may join our cause, we can call them to war. They'll be more likely to join us if the Queen's authority is low. We could also call upon the church to condemn the Queen. Or finally, you could send off an assassin to nip this in the bud. Launch a preemptive strike on the chiefs, 20% chance. Call upon the barons to join our cause, 40% chance of raising barons' defiance. Petition for support of the church, 0%. Or send an assassin. Who's the wealthiest count? Super Guppy ends up paying for an assassin. What's it gonna be, everyone? Calling upon the barons. Please, barons, please, join us. Join us in rebellion, barons, please. Oh, okay, no, we got a 50-50 split between B and D. That would be a coin toss. How many of you are there? 9 of you, so we got a couple of votes left to come in. I'll do a final countdown. If you're a count and you've yet to vote, you can break this tie. I'll be doing a 3, 2, 1 in chat and then we'll move on. Oh. You're sending an assassin. Thank you for meeting with me at such short notice. The sum you offered piqued my interest. You understand why the sum is so high, then? Yes, you want me to assassinate the Queen. It is no trouble. I am a child of the Viper. If you have the gold and you want a woman dead, she is dead. Get it done. Royal wedding, here we go. Civil war casts a shadow over your wedding instead of being a joyous public holiday. The day arrives without much pomp and ceremony. Still, your loyal nobles have arrived to the capital to keep up appearances. Soon enough, you're standing in St. Bertrand's Cathedral with Yvette at your side. Do you take this woman as your lawfully wedded wife? I do, Archbishop, I do. Then I pronounce you queen and wife. After the wedding, of course, there's a feast, and after the feast, a dance. Your new wife, Yvette, only dances with obvious reluctance. By the time you find yourself alone with Yvette, it's past midnight and you've never felt more tired. Neither of us asked for this union, but I assure you it can blossom into something of mutual benefit. Agreed. Excellent. I hope this alliance will prove most fruitful indeed. You head to your separate bedchambers. Perhaps you will draw closer in time, but for now your wife is happy to keep you at arm's length. General, fantastic news. We're ready to move forward with the plan. I like the idea that Ami here is going to champion themselves as a sort of general fighting against a rebellion. That's the narrative I've got. The kingdom is in such a state that the commoners are begging for someone to save them. Now we just need to frame you as a solution to their problems. What about a little scaremongering about the Ashmedian Empire? They're always coveting our land, especially in the March. A brilliant idea, General. The people will be wary of the war, and it will make it easy for them fearful for another. In the meantime, we'll build an army to back your words. The next stage of the Baron's scheme, they must have the highest military in 3 seasons. They currently have the highest military by 1 point. Deep in the back rooms of the Royal Palace, the Northern Chiefs are poring over secret letters and scribbled diagrams. On the wall is a corkboard filled with pins and crisscrossed by coloured string. The Queen didn't marry Hef, but at least she married someone. Now she just needs to get on with finding an heir. Aye, the clock is ticking. The war is going to make things very difficult. Now we're going to have to deal with both cowardly plots and treasonous rebels at the same time. Take heart, Valtor will be watching over us. Queen Kestryd isn't going anywhere on our watch. Kibble and Chaz stole my stringboard. I think it's part of the palace decor. The chiefs must continue to aid the Queen by winning the civil war and countering the other regions' schemes. They will win the game if the Queen produces an heir and completes her ambition. They may also join the ongoing rebellion, but this will cancel the loyalist scheme. Alright, Zemiel and the Counts are in rebellion, so their thing isn't active at the minute, but they want authority to be high. Which it probably will be, because they're probably going to fail this civil war. Emmy, hoping to have the highest military in 3 seasons. It should be doable. Counts are rebelling. Are we going to have a battle? Alright, we're going to do mustering an army. Something's wrong, and then a great battle. Counts only here. The eastern border is aligned with countless campfires, pikemen practicing their drills. The Count's troops are gathering in vast numbers. Look at them all. A wondrous sight, isn't it? Are we ready to march? No, not yet. We're still mustering our forces, and on that subject, I've considered several proposals to further bolster the army for the trials ahead. Okay, Counts, you can hire mercenaries where you give away trade for military, or just take what you got. You haven't got enough faith and you haven't got enough farming for the other two. It's rough out here. Look at that. These eastern dogs align themselves with Ashmedian devils. If only Amy were in charge, she'd put a stop to it. Are we quite sure we can trust these Ashmedian mercenaries? Ah, that's the beauty of it. The Ashmedians never work with the Queen as a matter of principle. When the Ashmedian mercenaries arrive in the east, it becomes apparent how different their customs are from the locals. They pray to Kaldavaga, the machine god, in an attempt to remind him that the world exists. They claim their swords are alive and grow angry if sheathed too long. They bathe every single day. Madness. They're perfectly capable of enacting hideous violence in exchange for money. And that's all the Counts really need from them. It's a night like any other. You're lying in your queen-size bed with your wife by your side, snoring gently. As is often the case, the troubles of the kingdom are keeping you awake, especially this rebellion. How could the Counts betray you like this? For once though, your insomnia comes in useful, because it allows you to hear the slithering under your bed. Reach for under your pillow for your hidden dagger. With dagger in hand you feel much better, but when the slithering turns to hissing you feel much worse. Call for your honour guard. Your honour guard posts themselves outside your door every night. You call for them to come in and investigate the suspicious noise. Upon hearing your shouts, the northern warriors burst into the bedchamber, axes at the ready. What's the matter, your majesty? Check under the bed. One of your northern warriors suppresses a sigh, kneels down and looks under the bed. Wait, what? Would you have called the honour guard? Why wouldn't I? Can't even fight for themselves? Yeah. I mean, I would have. When the warrior rears back, roaring in agony, An enormous black serpent has lunged out from beneath your bed and stunk its fangs into his face. Within moments, the warriors have dropped dead, foaming at the mouth. The huge snake uncoils, pulsates and abruptly transforms into a hooded human figure, knife clutched in one hand. For a moment, your surviving honor guards can only stare in shock. What are you waiting for? Kill him! Your honor guard and the assassin engage. Somehow, the lone killer downs several of them in an instant. Though to receive only superficial cuts are already convulsing, with foam dribbling from their lips. Eventually the assassin is cut down, but not before your northern warriors have been utterly decimated. A few survivors die within hours, also foaming. Darling, are you hurt? Gadzooks, how could this happen in our own bedchamber? Your Majesty, are you okay? Yes, amazingly, not a scratch on me. You have incredible luck. If the assassin had caught you sleeping, you'd not be talking to me now. You should thank the ninth for your insomnia. Who was the assassin? One of the children of the Viper. The most feared assassins in the kingdom. No doubt hired by your enemies in the east. They use magic and trickery. Tricky poisons in combat. A single Viper's child can slaughter even the kingdom's finest warriors. We have to be more vigilant from now on. I need some time to process this. Of course. The counts will stop at nothing, even murder to bring you down. Thank the knight for your honor guard. May they rest in peace. Things could have gone very, very differently. Vast armies darken the landscape like the shadows of clouds. Flags are flying, drums are pounding in the rhythm and the marching of boots. The kingdom is gripped by civil war. At least that's what you imagine. Most of your time is spent in the safety of your palace, poring over a giant map with your marshal. Your Majesty, the army of the East is advancing on the capital, led by that treacherous cur, Count Alex the Kind of Just. I've retrieved word from the commander of our loyalist forces in the north. If they march now, they'll intercept the counts in a matter of days. Alternatively, they could join forces with the army of the march. It's risky, but together they'd have a higher chance of defeating the accursed counts. What are your orders, Your Majesty? Chiefs, get in there, get stuck in there and kill them all. Very well, Your Majesty. I'll relay your orders to Chief Ephra, commander in the field. Hopefully they'll do as they're told. God knows, treachery can thrive on a battlefield. We have our orders, but should we follow them? Okay, chiefs, go to war for me. A, follow orders and fight the fight. B, defy orders and link up with the barons. Or C, hang back and let the rebels march on the capital without challenge. It's clear, right? It's clear. %. Look, a loyal stack. Thank you, all of my chiefs. Let's go. The whole city holds its breath. You stew in your palace, waiting for your marshal's return. Finally, she bursts into your throne room, drenched in the blood and sweat of battle. You look awful. At dawn, we drew up in battle formations. It's all very orderly at first, Your Majesty, but after the trumpets blow and the cavalry charge, it's nothing but blood and screams. Anyway, after the red mist lifted, I appraised the situation. The eastern line was breaking. They were fleeing the field. It was a total rout, Your Majesty. With your loyalists scarcely taking a scratch, the 9th is with us. Thank the 9th. Instead, oh wait, shit, I wouldn't say that, would I? I'm a pagan. My bad. Thank Morgana. Instead of Morgana, you should thank the chiefs. Maybe send them some flowers. Thank Voltor. Yeah, thank Morgana, thank Voltor. Chiefs rebel. The Eastern Army is scattered all over the countryside. It will be months before they can regroup. This gives the barons time to bolster their troops. Look at that. It all comes down to the next battle, Your Majesty. The fate of the kingdom hangs in the balance. And I will lead the troops personally this time. I must advise against this. You'll be in great danger, and inspiring as your presence may be to the troops, your death or severe injury would destroy their morale completely. No, I'm sick of waiting around. Very well, Your Majesty. I'll prepare your armour and horse. We ride at dawn. Alright, we got an auction, everyone. Auction time, auction time. I don't think there's anything of value here, really. Maybe the counts would want the the monument, to further boost my authority for their scheme when the rebellion ends, but other than that, I don't know. Wasted money, wasted army, nothing good is going to happen from the rebellion. Yeah, it's true. Alright, here is all the options available. Here's how much money everyone has. We're going to start the auction right now. Type !fund, followed by the letter of the item you would like to fund, followed by the amount of money you'd like to fund it with. Top 2 items at the end of the auction will be built and take effect. Everything else will be refunded. You have about 40 seconds to get your funding in, but there's a slight delay on stream, so I'll type in chat when there are 10 seconds left. Alright, what do we got? What do we got, buddy? 23. We got DNA, Stadium, and Grand Bazaar. Not exactly terrible. 10 seconds. Go, go, go. Alright, what's up? Authority up, military down in the north. Oh, that's not great. Alright, well, the rebellion isn't going great. Oh, let's start with this. Captured loyalists. Who have the counts caught? Good news, Annette. In my latest sortie, I captured a key leader of the loyalist forces. Scourge upon you, Alex. You boil-bopped ninny hammer. Release me at once. Gibbo! No! Gibbo Nexus! Someone gag our guest. I'm tired of listening to his whittering. That's better. Now we can hear ourselves think. So, Annette, what shall we do with our prize? Counts only vote. A. Execute him and send him to the Queen. B. Extract key information from him by any means necessary, 60% chance. C. Free him as a show of mercy. Or D. Demand a hefty ransom from the chiefs. Who your worst Eastern slimes? Looks like they want money. Okay, 4-1, I see. The gods are good. My fellow chiefs will pay the ransom, I'm sure of it. You better hope so, for your sake. Alright, chiefs only vote. Yes, we'll pay. B, we never liked him anyway. Chiefs, what's it gonna be? What, Ephra? No! Why would you do this? Like, just immediately in there. And Wolf Warrior, you know, Gibbo, I think you can still vote as well. Just saying. Who else hasn't voted yet? There's another chief, right? TL, Wolf Warrior, Gibbo, Chaz can vote. Alright, Chaz, there's a tie on the vote whether or not we're going to pay the ransom. I'm going to do a final countdown. 3, 2, 1. $50-50. Yes, we'll pay. Yes, we'll pay, of course. Barrels full of gold are delivered to the gleeful counts who send Gibbo Nexus back home tied to a donkey. Gamba says pay. Pay the money. Your marriage to Yvette has grown stale. Oh, you get along well enough and you made some good memories together, but there's no spark. She cares more about hunting innocent animals than your happiness. But spark or no spark, you still need an heir. Congratulations are in order. The royal wedding was a magnificent affair. But something's still missing. You need an heir. However, securing an heir is impossible while the kingdom is at war with itself. Defeat this rebellion and then, and only then, is it worth looking to the future. I will talk to you again when the realm is at peace. Okay, the final battle. Here we go. It's the night before the final battle. The atmosphere among the marcher's soldiers is arrogant. You've often heard them bragging to each other about the certainty of their victory. On the journey, you've had to leave most of the luxuries of a queen behind, but your marshal was good enough to ensure the royal command tent is always well stocked with wine. Drink only enough to steady your nerves. You take a sip, your hand trembles only slightly. Tomorrow we fight. How are you feeling, Your Majesty? A little nervous. Entirely natural, Your Majesty. Anyone who's not nervous doesn't understand the tactical situation. Now that you're here, you'll need to lead your troops, otherwise their morale will plummet. Of course. I'm glad you understand. The next day, an ungodly hour, you climb up onto your warhorse and ride out with your troops to meet the counts on the battlefield. The sky is blood red. Aren't you Battleborn Lord? Yeah, we did have a big fight to get me on the throne. Flags whip in the wind, horns blow, drums beat. Both sides are in battle formations with the enemy visible as only 1,000 gleams of swords and armour. Your troops are looking at you. They expect a speech. They come here with foreign interlopers to disrupt our fair kingdom. They would unseat me and take the throne for themselves as despots and tyrants. Today we stand. Today we fight. Brave warriors of the march. With me! Your soldiers reply with a full-throated roar that nearly knocks you off your horse. Charge! Your warhorse surges forward, sweat streaming from its flanks. You raise your sword and for a beautiful moment it catches the crimson light of the sun. The army roars and rumbles into motion behind you. When you reach the enemy lines, however, things get more complicated. It's pure chaos. Soldiers screaming and rolling around in the mud, blades flashing and clashing, blood spurting. At some point your warhorse is cut down. You fall with your leg trapped underneath its thrashing bulk. Then one of your own soldiers stamps on your head. Accidentally, you hope. Everything goes black. When they see you go down, the Eastern soldiers roar in triumph and fight with renewed vigour. Your own demoralised soldiers are a collective groan of despair. The battle's outcome will be decided while you're being trampled in mud. Cometh the hour. Cometh Ami. Ami takes command and presumably leads the marchers to victory from the looks of it. Drat and bother. When you wake up, you're swaddled in bandages and lying in your old tent. Welcome back to the world of the living, Your Majesty. Don't get up. Your ribs are broken, as is your leg. You won't be doing any athletics anytime soon. What happened? After you were knocked out, I thought all was lost. Our troops were demoralised while the counts were emboldened. Luckily, I fought through the chaos to rescue you. Once I'd recovered your banner and raised it again, our soldiers recovered their nerve. I led a fierce counterattack that shocked the enemy. After a long hard fight, the eastern troops scattered and were hunted down like dogs. Always my favourite part of any battle. So we've won? It seems so, Your Majesty. I don't think the counts have much fight left in them. All that's left is mopping up. We tried. Yeah, you tried. You certainly did. Common tax, everyone. Thank you very much. It's over. The war's end. The rebel army has crumbled. I've ordered a massive push into their lands, looting and pillaging the way. As we speak, Your Majesty, our armies are laying siege to Count Alex Just fortress. We'll make the counts pay for their betrayal. I'll leave that up to you. First off, I need to go siege a bloody castle. Yes, I know. Tap the sign. Execution for Alex. Victory? Victory. Victory. The Marshal rides back out to oversee the siege. After a few days, you receive word that Count Alex's castle has fallen, and just like that, the rebellion is over. Soon the armies, the chiefs and barons are parading through the streets, waving their banners and showing off their loot. Meanwhile, Count Alex, the leader of the rebellion, is brought to you in chains. Common folk crowd into the palace to watch the trial. We need a strong king for this, queen for this kingdom. You weren't up to the task. Death. Behead him. Stiff-backed and silent, Count Alex Just is dragged out to a city square, led up on a platform before the roaring masses. The executioner's axe falls, the head bounces into the crowd, the common folk kick it around and cheer. Hey, we got him. Salutes in chat. Alex is down. Alex II will be here though. Just like that, the East is defeated. The rebellion is over. The kingdom is yours again. Military helpless. As you sit resplendent atop your throne, the common folk raise a mighty cheer. Long live the Queen, they shout. Long live the Queen. Wow, look at this. Fantastic. Across the kingdom, commoners and nobles alike are now turning to General Emmy, who promises to rescue them from the Queen's weak rule. Sick Boy, thank you for the follow. We stream King of the Castle every Sunday, and I stream other stuff. Usually, let's see, what have we got? Tomorrow it'll be Against the Storm. I've got V Rising on Thursday and an art stream on Wednesdays. Oh wait, we want the break. There we go. But cool. Thank you very much for the follow though. We'll be streaming this again next Sunday. Across the kingdom, commoners and nobles... Oh, okay, cool. There are daily parades in the general's honour. A cult of personality begins to form. Commoners are signing up in droves to fight for Emmy. Her popularity far eclipses the Queen's. In the grand hall of Baron Deadman's castle, a number of figures are hunched around a hearth, plotting away. Soon the people will beg us to depose our pathetic Queen. The general is in place. It's time for the final blow. What's next? What shall we do, barons? Would you like... A. Provoke a civil war, take over... Okay, raise others' defiance. We just had a civil war. But I mean, you can do it. Or B, enact a swift and brutal palace coup. Lower authority. These are a bit rough, to be honest, because we just had a massive victory. Don't know which will be easier. Is lower authority going to be 5 or less or something? Yeah, Civil War victory has sort of blown this all out of the water. I think the Queen will naturally piss people off, as she could do. She's not exactly the greatest queen ever. She's just a chief that like wandered in and took the throne. Alright, 2-5. I think we see the way the wind's blowing. I'm going to storm the palace at some point. Brutal and efficient. I believe the general will be happy with that. What are we waiting for? Let's go. Not just yet. The Queen's grip on the kingdom is loosening. Authority 10. But it must be weak enough to allow the general inside the palace. For the final stage of this scheme, the barons must lower authority to 5 or less. Uh-oh. Right, I'll be back in a moment. I've got to go to the bathroom. Wait, looks like cheeks moving up. Alright, sorry about the wait there, everyone. While playing a game of chess in an austere castle, 2 counts of the east discuss their schemes against the crown. How delightful. The Queen is drunk with power. She's mandated statues of herself be built in every major city. Our sculptures are doing well, I hear. Better still, it means the time is ripe. But I was thinking, should we really show the Queen the true secrets of our group? I thought that was the point, immortality and all that. Yes, but those secrets are meant to be, well, kept secret. Why have we pulled the wool over our eyes? Plan a false immortality ritual for the Queen that will kill her, lower her own defiance. Or induct the Queen into a real secret society of mortal blood drinkers, raise zone farming. Your defiance is currently at 1, your farming is at 3. Counts of the East, what will it be? Are the Counts going to win through the back door here? I think they will. Wow, where are you? Oh, there's Weldris. Right, sorry about that. I just had a glance at my phone. Something happening at work. Once we're done here, I'll go answer that. This will be a fine trick. The important thing is that we need to keep a good reputation with the Queen. We must convince her that we're a trusted friend willing to share a wondrous gift. For the final stage of their scheme, the Counts must keep their defiance at 1 or less for 1 full season. Here we go again. Bada bing, bada boom. No way. Okay. A theft. Let's see. Your Majesty, this is an outrage. I demand justice. Yes, Mass Connect? Last week, Chief... Oh, it's a Chief. It's not a Count. Oh, dear. Chief Wolf Warrior shook my hand as a supposed show of reconciliation and stole my family's lucky ring in the process. I kind of respect the gumption of the Counts. They're still in it. As an apology for our rebellion, we offer you the gift of immortality. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Yeah. Gods be good. Nonsense. Rummage through your drawers. I'm sure you'll find a thing. Your Majesty, a feud has stood between our families for a century. Wolf Warrior's ancestor hexed my family with a curse of Morgana, turning every second daughter's hair bright blue. That's because her ancestor poisoned our well and killed half our household. Enough. I know Wolf Warrior stole my priceless ring. It brings them much great luck and bounty. My dear cousin is to wear it when they marry. Yeah, I know. Look, It's fine. I'm going to pay you money and we're going to ignore it. Don't worry, Wolf Warrior. I don't care. Yeah, no, but I'm pro-Chief as well. What's wrong with Morgana gifting your line blue hair? Yeah, that's it. Oh, that's not what you were getting at? Yeah. I'm pro-Chief, so C, golden choice. Probably the last golden choice of the game, everyone. Vote C to get a little bit of cash. And, you know, whatever's happening, it's not my business. Can you look at the nobles list? Yeah, there it is. Why do we want to look at that? Oh, to see who's here? Yeah, like when we get to the last thing, I'll have a double check. But there we go. Pretty good. This will be disastrous. The loss of our lucky ring will bring ruin upon my family. Gods be good, that has nothing but baseless superstition. Even so, Baroness Mass Connect's sheep come down with a dreadful disease right after. Look at this. The chiefs have more farming, more food than the counts and barons combined. The magic of the combine harvester. Tensions rise between two families, with fights breaking out between their households whenever they visit the capital. The chief architect bustles into your office carrying an armful of parchment. Chaz, goodbye. Everyone say goodbye to Captain Chaz in chat. Bye-bye, Chaz. Statues can be torn down. Paintings can be burned. Don't you think it's time you left a lasting mark on this kingdom? I propose we carve your Majesty's visage into the side of a mountain. It will take dozens of artisans, thousands of hours, but it will ensure that you're always remembered. Just make sure you get my good side. Of course, Your Majesty, it's a grand tradition of all royal portraits and statues. We'll make sure it's incredibly flattering. You call a vote to discuss this outrageous plan. A mountainside carved in your likeness will surely get people talking, but it'll take time and a lot of gold. You'd pay for it, right? You'd all pay for it and make the counts upsetty. Right? Right? mm. Build the castles and make the counts pay for it, it's true. Oh no, oh no. The counts are coming out in force to stop it. Vote D, vote C. Okay, 8 to 9. I'm going to do a final countdown. 3, 2, 1. Right, what? Thank you. Who was that? Gibbo and Bonkle. Thank you very much, both of you. With the council's approval, it's an easy enough matter to demand a tithe from your nobles. It doesn't stop them grumbling, though. My money! Everyone's money. Playing starts in earnest, but the work is plagued by setbacks. The stone is harder to carve than anticipated. Storms knock down the scaffolds. A rock slide erases much of the work that has been done. Your Majesty, I have to admit I may have bitten off more than I could chew. Oh, Owlcat Games has gone live. Super Guppy, goodbye. Everyone say goodbye to Super Guppy. What is this for? Oh, okay. The game show thing. Right. Because they released a new game trailer, didn't they, recently, Owlcat? Alright, this is a disaster. It can be turned around, I swear to the 9th. As the weeks roll past, it becomes clear that the Chief Architect's grand ideas will take a lot longer to come to fruition. Alright, let's have a look. About your heir. Now the kingdom is at peace, you must seek an heir. Your heir needs to be someone young whose loyalty is assured. A child of your own would do the trick even if they're a bastard, or the youngest of your many cousins. My wife and I will have a child together. Ah, the traditional method. No one will object to that. I'll arrange for you to take a month off from ruling so you can get down to business. The chiefs are gathered in the empty council hall late at night. A new report comes from one of their spies. By Grahala's beard, General Amy is planning to overthrow the Queen and the barons are backing her. Is it too late to stop them? Impossible to say, they haven't made their move just yet, but it's coming and the Queen still has yet to produce an heir. Perhaps it's worth changing tact. If it's too late for the Queen Kestryd, we might want to get out while we can. Our only other option is to retake the throne by force, if we think Kestryd is too weak to hold it. But it's an all or nothing play. If we rebel now, all our goodwill will be gone, not to mention a few of our heads. We'll be back to square one. Okay, I'd consider C. Support the Queen by donating food in her name. Extra stability, that would be nice. Or you could do A and just give me more cash. Ephra wants to get upset. I can tell the long-lasting players when they continue to quote the incorrect line and not the fix I added. Wait, what? You fixed Old Wazy? Yes, Old Wazy is fixed. Oh, did someone mention Old Wazy? Alright, what is this? Chiefs, what's happening? What's happening? Why are we getting mad? Old Wazy's a problem, okay? Old Wazy was a typo. What's going on? There, thank you. Thank you for that coin toss. Holy crap. The gods are good. This should keep Kestryd This should help Kestryd keep a good grip on the peasantry, but we can't do it all for her. The chiefs must continue to aid the Queen by countering the other region's schemes. They will win the game if the Queen produces an heir and completes her ambition. Alright, what do we got? Lower authority to 5 or less for the barons. Lower defiance to 1 or less for the counts. It's currently at 3, currently at 10 for authority. We are good. Let's go laugh at the east. Your Majesty, this situation in the east is dire. Our peasant levies have suffered dreadfully in the last few seasons. That ill-fated civil war, and are now refusing to serve any future military action. I'm worried for the safety of my fellow counts. We must bolster our dwindling forces in the east. Who knows what will happen to our people without protection? I'm going to pay you to say no. Golden choice on D. Get out of it. No military for you. You just went to civil war. We beat you up. We're not going to rearm you. Let's see how it goes. I think that's fairly straightforward. I think, yeah, we're gonna go for D. Okay, I think that's about everyone. That's what, 16 votes? Yeah, that seems about right. Not everyone in the kingdom believes in not everyone in the kingdom believes in military might. Though the counts are furious that you left them out to dry, the other nobles praise your forward-thinking attitude. Perhaps disarmament really is on the horizon. Stability goes up as well as the counts' defiance. Let's have a look back from the hunt. Kestryd, dearest, I have something for you. It's something I brought back from my latest hunt, a trophy. Yvette takes you by the hand and leads you to the great hall where the white sheet hangs from a statue that wasn't there before. When she pulls the sheet free, it falls to the floor and a taxidermied figure of a great brown bear is revealed, snarling in anger as if ready to attack. Fearsome! This will be perfect for instilling some fear into the nobles. The bear makes a fine addition to the council hall. Trophy wife? Yes, she's getting me the trophy. Also, a free bear. Look at that. The bear makes a fine addition to the council chambers. Your nobles give it nervous glances every time they enter the room. The deaths of your honour guard in the line of duty was a tragedy, your majesty, but we don't have time to mourn. We must replace them at once. The Queen needs protection. Okay. Each region offers a selection of elite guards. The chiefs with their famous warrior heroes, the counts with the Knights of the Order of Drowned Rose, and the barons offer a squad of battle-hardened veteran soldiers. Of course, since your previous honour guard were northern warriors who died horrible deaths, they're unlikely to find any volunteers from the north to replace them. Alright, veterans of the march. These soldiers have fought more battles than they've had hot dinners. They're uncouth, no doubt, and won't adapt well to life in the palace, but they'll be loyal and tough as nails. Okay. I've made my decision. I await your verdict with bated breath, your majesty. Yeah, but the barons have fought and bled for me. So I'm going to take the veterans of the march. Very good, your majesty. I'll make the arrangements at once. The veterans arrive a few weeks later. They march into your throne room in perfect formation before lining up behind your throne, hands on their sword hilts. Each soldier sports a bigger scar than the last. Okay, here we go. So, what do we want? What do we want? The barons would want B the theatre to lower authority. The chiefs probably want C the fortress to raise their military. Counts, I guess they want E the Grand Bazaar for their trade, maybe. But B the theatre is good for scheme. C the fortress is good for the chief's military. I mean, here's everyone's money. Can start the auction now. Boom. Type exclamation mark fund followed by the letter of the item you would like to fund followed by the amount of money you'd like to fund it with. Top 2 items will be built and take effect. Everything else will be refunded back to you. You have about 40 seconds to get your funding in, but there is a slight delay on stream, so I will type in chat when there are 10 seconds left. Let's have a look at this. We've currently got B and A, Aqueduct and Theatre. Not terrible. Oh. 10 seconds, everyone. 10 seconds. Get in there. There we go. Job's a good un. So what's that? We got military up, authority down. Wait, what? What? All this stuff happening in the March and it's new. We gotta ban this. Your Majesty, the Baron by the name of Advisor wants to present you with a new invention. Oh, Advisor, did you just join? I didn't think you were. Yes, you have. Welcome on in, Advisor. Welcome to the Barons. Your Highness, we're entering a modern age, a more humane age, yet botched executions are commonplace. Goodbye, Weldris. Everyone say goodbye to Weldris in chat. Yeah, we don't want a new invention. We are traditionalists. Decapitations where the head doesn't come off or hangings where it does. No more. Behold, a merciful machine for removing heads, quickly and painlessly. I call it the Advisor UT. He swishes away a cloth to reveal a huge machine of iron and wood. It has a hole for someone to place their head and a heavy blade dangling ominously above it. The sight sends a chill down your spine. It's awful. But Your Majesty, surely this is better than getting your head chopped off by a nervous peasant with sweaty palms and a blunt axe. With a little funding I can distribute the Advisor across the kingdom. This is an abomination. Get out. Very well, Your Majesty, but if there's a rebellion and it takes 4 chops to sever your neck, don't come crying to me. Your Highness, I have a proposition for you. As we all know, you are the greatest queen who ever lived, but you are locking a lot of people up. Most of them would make good labourers and farmhands, which we sorely need in the March. Perhaps we can work out a deal? For free? No. If we're going to do it, I'm going to get money. Okay, you're going to get me money for these petty prisoners. Sounds good. Oh. Coins change hands, and soon a large number of the so-called criminals are sent to the march to work the fields. The barons are grateful for your patronage, and the march crops thrive thanks to all the extra fertilisation. That's alright then, isn't it? Your Majesty, it is our honour to invite you to the Lord's Hunt next year. The hunt will be taking place in late spring, so keep your schedule clear. Wait, why do I have 4 choices? It doesn't matter. I look forward to it. Of course, why wouldn't you? Yeah, my wife will be happy. Let's see. Common all? Common all is good. Yeah. No, I'm not going to bleed the counts even more. They're already, like, falling apart. Not another goddamn innovation and an experiment? What is this? Why must you... Why? When I'm traditional. When I hate new things. Apparently something has escaped the cellars of Count Waldress's castle. I'm late, so asking Monarch personally, why no innovations? I'm traditional. I stand in the way of progress and ban anything new. That's it, advisor. So sorry, no advisor, head choppies. Hello, your Madge. It was a right unholy sight. A monster stitched together from parts dug up from the village cemetery. I recognised me Aunt Edna's earlobes. Bring me Count Waldress. The creature is my life's work, your Majesty, and my son. His escape was regrettable. He just wanted to see the village up close. Rest assured, I have chained him up far more securely in my dungeon to ensure it won't happen again. It's too late for that, Count. You and your unholy creation must be burned. It is the only way to cleanse the world of your evil. This is what I want. I hate it, but I'm not going to golden. I'm not that big on it because it's faith. I don't like the church. But I hate new things, so... And I do like killing people. So burn both Waldress and his monster is the way I would like to go, but not enough to give you money. Okay. Right, we're going to keep the monster tied up in the basement. Why does the church have to kill people? What happened to the axe guy? Thank you, Your Highness. I promise the villagers will never again be troubled by my son's unusual features. Riots spark across the east as the priests whip the common folk into a frenzy. How can Waldress have escaped justice after desecrating the dead and performing dark magic? Rumours spread that Waldress has used his power to turn you into their puppet. Why else would this travesty be allowed? Uncle, I'm sorry. I don't mean to exaggerate, Your Highness, but I believe I have pioneered the most incredible innovation in the history of mankind. I was hosting a small party, playing cards with some old friends, and I called for a servant to bring me something to eat was both tasty and convenient, as my hands were occupied. What my servant brought to me that evening will change the world forever, Your Highness. I doubt that somehow. Prepare to eat your words. Behold! They hold it in the air, a plate. Atop the plate are 2 slices of bread with a piece of meat wedged between them. It allows a hungry noble to consume 2 slices of bread plus meat all at once, saving valuable time. Meanwhile, the bread serves an impregnable barrier, preventing one's hands from being besmirched by meaty juices. Ingenious, I suppose. Naturally, since this is my invention, I propose we name it after me. In a few years' time, I expect everyone to be enjoying a nice bonkle for lunch. But naturally, this innovation cannot be made available for free. Every time a bonkle is consumed, I expect a small royalty payment. Brogs, hello, welcome. Where's it placed you? There you go, you're in the counts. Welcome aboard. I can't stop it. Well, I'm not going to pay for it. Do whatever you need to do, everyone. Does this innovations? No, I think it goes through no matter what. Nah. I do not support this. Oh, it only spawns when the east is in the game. Okay. That's neat. I didn't know that. Well, I guess I should have noticed. Alright, what we got? We got a tie between A and B. The bonkles are too delicious to be controlled. By the Starflare, if you don't reward me, how do you expect to motivate the next great inventor? I don't. I hate inventors. Bonkle proves a massively popular luncheon. Bakeries spring up across the north, experimenting with new ingredients. It turns out you can put almost anything between 2 pieces of bread. Right, your heir. Your quest for an heir is finally complete. You stand before the council holding a small child in your arms. Should I die, I ask that my crown be passed down too. The council hall is filled with nervous silence. Let's have a roll. 2. My daughter. The assembled nobles break out into polite applause. By designating an heir, you cemented the stability of the kingdom. Ah, Superintendent Kestryd, hope you're prepared for an unforgettable luncheon. No, it's going to be the same dynasty over and over, so this is going to carry on next time. But essentially you have to start a new dynasty to refresh the stats. But the stats will bounce up. You know, I try not to leave things to stagnate too much. Your Grace, may I be the first to congratulate you on the birth of your daughter? What is her name? Kestryd II. Most pleasing, Your Grace. I'm sure little Kestryd II will grow up to be a chip off the old block. Congratulations on finding an heir. Now you just need to fulfill your ambition to win the game. Expect a visit from the Spy Master soon. Yeah, we're good. Okay, the Lord's Hunt and then an invitation to the east. After several days riding along muddy roads, you have arrived in the march, the Lord's Hunt. What weapon did you bring for the occasion? Well, if we're hunting beasts, I want a spear. Don't know why, but the game puts me on the side of the counts. Yeah. Well, Gothic, if you come, so let me have a check of my diary that I've got on my phone. When is the first Sunday next month? First Sunday is the 6th. So if you come back 6th of July, make a point to join us then. You'll be able to pick what region you join. Oh wait, do you own the game? Yes, you do. You own the game, yeah, so you'll be able to pick. What animals do you bring to help catch your prey? A pack of well-trained hounds. Ah, your majesty. Please, you could make it. I see you brought a spear. Marvellous choice, your majesty. Pack of hounds. Excellent, excellent. The woods are teeming with game. Your majesty, as the queen, it's up to you what we hunt. I will hunt the white hart. I've done it. I've done the Cheney. Are you sure, your majesty? The white hart is said to live in these woods, but it's a rare and elusive beast. They say it's near impossible to catch. I'm sure. There's no shame in ambition, your majesty. Smith lifts a horn to his lips and blows, producing a sound that scares the birds from the surrounding trees. Let the Lord's Hunt commence! Onward! You spur your horse on through the undergrowth, and your spear clutched by your sweaty palms. A pack of baying hounds stream ahead of you. As you ride on through the wilderness, searching for a flash of white between the trees, but none is forthcoming. That day you go home disappointed. Do not be dispirited, your majesty. We will try again tomorrow. The next day you're unlucky again. On the third day you rise early and sally out into the woods. This is your last chance to catch the elusive beast. Tomorrow you must return to the capital. Search for the white hart. The sun gets low in the sky. Once again, the legendary white hart has not made an appearance. Never mind, your majesty. It's been many decades since a white hart was caught in these woods, and at least no one can fault your ambition. The next day you begin the long ride to the capital. The Lord's Hunt was a wash, but the barons don't resent you for it. That's the fickle nature of any hunt, they tell you. Without a word, Conte Proggs hands you a blood-red envelope. It's sealed with white wax in the shape of a skull. Inside is a beautifully written invitation to an event called the Crimson Vigil, due to take place on an autumn night later in the year. I suppose I shall attend this event, whatever it is. I shall see you at the next vigil, your majesty. At the start of your reign, you said you wanted to be the mother of the nation. You're well on your way to reaching that goal. The peasants are thriving and well fed, and they think of you fondly. Well done, your majesty. But to shut down your nobles scheming for good, we need to build on that reputation. Your advisors have some ideas. The common folk are a sleeping giant that even the nobles are afraid to wake. If you become beloved by the peasants, the nobles won't dare overthrow you for fear of revolution. Or you could declare war on the Ashmedian Empire. The nobles will forget their schemes if you win. Ashmead sent mercenaries to our civil war. It's time to make them pay. Right? Declare war on the Ashmedian Empire. A wise decision, your majesty. I've already taken the liberty of contacting the Ashmedian ambassador. Greetings, your grace. I am here to discuss the terms of our upcoming war. I was rather hoping to catch you by surprise. Oh, we all know there's a big war on the horizon. The only question is when. Now listen. The Ashmedian Empire is far larger than your kingdom. Didn't you wonder why we never squashed you like a bug? It's because we're divided by internal conflicts. It may seem that the Empire is ruled by its emperor, but in reality Ashmead is ruled by its generals. who battle endlessly for control of the capital. Okay, so why are you here? I'm here representing your good friend, General Fallenkampf, whose lands are safely distant from the border. If you were to invade, all we ask is that you send us your signal. We launch a civil war, take advantage of the chaos to bump off some of our own rivals. A bold plan, a bold plan. I will leave you to think on my words. If we take advantage of the Ashmedian Empire's internal divisions, we may actually have a chance. Oh. If you beat our oldest enemy, it would shut the nobles down for good, but winning still won't be easy. Your priority is to raise the kingdom's overall farming and military as much as you can, and of course there can't be open rebellion among the nobles. Alright, defiance needs to be down a notch for the counts, authority needs to be down twice for the barons. Let's work through a ghoulish problem, irritating visitors. Okay, let's work through this. Your Majesty, we're having terrible problems in the east. The people lost faith in the ninth god and the churches are being left to crumble. But without priests to perform the rites, the dead have been rising as ghouls from their abandoned crypts. There have been 9 attacks in the last week alone. What's a ghoul? A restless corpse seeking revenge upon the living. Ghouls can be raised by necromancers, but can also arise naturally when a recently dead body is forgotten by its family and left unattended by priests. Gothic, no, the border doesn't expand. We must remind the Eastern folk that they are lost without the knife to protect them, especially once they've passed. You know what? We're going to cremate those bodies. Vote B, everyone. Time to burn the bodies. Burn the dead. Burn the dead. Burn the dead. Oh, golden choice on B, by the way. Did I say that? I don't know. I've been going a while. It's like 5 hours now. My brain's a bit scatty. Alright. I think we're good there. But burning bodies goes against our holy teachings. Fire is for heretics and demons. You'll regret this. Pagan as it may be, the practice of cremation does prevent any more ghouls from rising in the east. But from that point forward, the Archbishop undermines your authority at every opportunity. Ooh. Ooh. Your Majesty, I simply can't stand it any longer. I need you to do something. What is the matter? I have filthy peasants scrambling all over my newly built monument, digging up the foundations, looking for secret messages. They've heard legends of a buried treasure beneath the site. Total nonsense, of course. I need you to keep these greedy treasure grubbers off my land. Actually, these rumours might not be nonsense. After conquering the East, King Ard the Great is said to have buried a huge stash of stolen loot. Spoils of war in the area. What are you suggesting? We should search for the treasure ourselves, send a team of diggers to take the place apart, brick by brick, and dig deep into the foundations. By Xenia's ashes, what are you saying? That would destroy the whole place. I mean, I want the treasure. I would like A. Let's find that treasure, right? Oh, they're not... Sick boy, there's no patch or sequel coming. They've dropped support for the game. Like, the publisher didn't want to keep funding it. So even though the devs wanted to keep working on it, they couldn't do it. I only read that, yeah. Mod is being attempted. Oh, really? Someone's attempting it to have it so it expands the map. Alright, what do we got here? Taking the building apart? That's great. Oh, okay, Morgan. Great. We'll do a final countdown. Draco's bones! No, my beautiful monument! How could you? I'll send a demolition and excavation teams to tear the place apart, Your Majesty. King Owl's horde is calling to us. I can feel it in my bones. For the next few weeks, extensive digging takes place. The monument is completely destroyed in the process. You wait anxiously for news of the horde's discovery. Cross your fingers, 25%. No luck, Your Majesty. Uh-oh. All we found is an old leather boot and a clay statue of a pigeon. Pigeons? I knew it! You destroyed my precious monument for nothing. This outrage will not stand. No. It's time. I'm going to win this. Don't worry. Pigeon sighted. Hold on. Anyone else from Kaji got the clay pigeon? It's time to make the rolls. For the last few months, your marshal has been crisscrossing the kingdom, drumming up troops in preparation for your first strike against the Ashmedian Empire. Today, at last, she's returned and she's brought one of the counts with her. Your Majesty, the nobles are proving reluctant to commit their soldiers to your cause. They sent a delegation to speak with you. Your Grace, of course we support war to you cursed dogs of Ashmead, of course we do. We're more patriotic than anyone. But we're concerned about the harvest. Your marshal is saying us to raise all our able-bodied levies. If we do that, who's going to gather the crops? The kingdom could starve. The damn peasants will just have to tighten their belts. Without a proper harvest, it won't just be the peasants who suffer. Damn cowardice, if you ask me, Your Majesty. But all the nobles are echoing this nonsense. The fools are worried about going hungry for a few years. Until we can persuade them that the kingdom will survive, they won't commit their full forces to our banner. I'll assure Count Gothic II that the kingdom can survive a few bad harvests, 80%. What could go wrong? Winner, winner, chicken dinner. By blood of the dead, Your Majesty, you're right. This kingdom can survive a few hungry winters if it means teaching those Ashmedian bastards a lesson. That's the spirit. I trust we have the backing of counts in starting this war then. Yes, Your Highness, let's do this. One by one, your marshal approaches the nobles of your council seeking approval for a launch of war against Ashmead. When it comes to war, you can rely on the barons, Your Highness. Let's give the Ashmedians a kick-in. Aye, Your Majesty. The chiefs never back down from a fight. You have our axes. The nobles are united behind the idea of a war on Ashmead, Your Majesty. Finally, I'll assemble the troops at once. Farewell, Your Majesty. When your marshal returns to the capital a month later, she is at the head of an army. The soldiers set up camp outside the city walls, their armour gleaming crimson in the light of dawn. Let us inspect our troops. The camp stretches for miles outside the walls of the city. The ground has been churned to mud under tens of thousands of boots. As you approach, you're greeted by an awesome sight. Rank upon rank of hard-faced footmen, holding swords aloft, knights on horseback, their plate mail glinting, archers and crossbowmen training furiously, hitting target after target. Beautiful, ain't it? Good work, my marshal. Let's bring Ashmead to its knees. Blood! Blood for the Ninth God! Your soldiers are now fully throated roar. For the kingdom! For the queen! The army is a vast, stinking, hungry monster that swallows up the landscape as it marches south. When you arrive at the border, your soldiers spill across like a flood, sweeping away the surprised Ashmeadian sentries in their path. To tell the truth, you don't see much of the fighting. Your job is just to give inspirational speeches before battle starts and wave a sword around, then duck back into your tent. For Morgana, the North and the Crown, there we are. Despite that, or perhaps because of that, your first Ashmeadian campaign is a huge success. By the time you return to the capital for the winter, you've conquered almost 100 miles of territory along the border. As the city gates swing open, you're greeted by a rush of joyous sounds. Clapping, cheering, peasants are throwing roses at your carriage. Trailing behind you, of course, is also a retinue of wounded soldiers nursing deep-seated trauma and grieving their lost comrades. The peasants largely ignore them. All hail the Queen, the conquering hero! Wave to my adoring fans. The cheering somehow gets louder. They really think you're a hero, even though you spent most of your time in a tent looking at maps. When you return to the palace, your wife is waiting for you, your heir Kestryd II in her arms. My darling, you're finally back. I've been breathlessly following the tales of your conquests. There's so much to talk about. Little Kestryd II has been growing up so fast in your absence. Sorry, dear, but the council has requested a meeting. Of course. Well, hurry back, my love. As you step back into the council's presence for the first time in many months, the nobles all look up at you with trepidation. Welcome back, your highness. Let me be the first to congratulate you on your victory. But now we can get back to the business of ruling. There are many votes that need your attention. Did you forget there's a war on? But what about democracy? The Constitution? Did the Queen misspeak? We may have won a victory, but Ashmead will strike back and strike back hard. We don't have time for votes, we need to prepare. And if you squabbling bastards don't unite behind the Queen right now, you'll wake up next year with Ashmeadian soldiers in your bedchambers. Do I make myself clear? Crystal? Nothing like a common enemy, eh? Aye, your highness, if there's one thing we hate more than each other, it's the Ashmeadian Empire. After that, the nobles never defy you again, but it's not like your life gets easier. Your Majesty, I hate to interrupt your meeting, but I just received word that the Ashmeadian Empire is marching on our newly conquered territories. They're sending 30 regiments. We need to mobilise immediately. With a sigh, you head back to the palace to say goodbye to your wife. Here we go again. Boom, boom, everyone. Alright, there will be a vote. Vote for inheritance. What do we want Kestryd II to have? So, are we going to have traditional again? Or are we going to have... What's the other one? Brutal. Ugh. You got 2 minutes to vote in chat. I'll start a poll. The next game will be Sunday with Kestryd II. But yeah, new people, feel free to give me a follow so you get notifications when I'm live. I'm going to put the sign down now and we'll read the book. Let's see here. The barons withdrew support, and the wave of popular momentum behind General Emmy petered out. She was soon just another bitter old soldier ranting that she could have been the queen. The chiefs celebrated their victory, and Kestryd was venerated as a true hero of the North. But some whispered that the chiefs were losing. control of their puppet as the Queen consolidated her power around her heir, Princess Kestryd II. With their plans in tatters, the counts retreated to their castles to brood. Their olive branch was rejected, the secrets of eternity that they had guarded for aeons, they would not be so kind again. Queen Kestryd's reign spanned another 15 glorious years, mostly spent fighting in foreign fields. She conquered land from Taverlin and Ashmead and lost it, campaigned to get it back. By the time the old warrior died, she was a battle-scarred and celebrated as a hero. But most of all, she was tired. Queen Kestryd, the Unflinching, fantastic. Sounds good. I don't know what causes that one to prop, but that was great. GG, everyone. It's looking like we're going to have Brutal for Kestryd II, Whopper the wealthiest, Annette the poorest, and let's see, Kestryd II here with the curse of the blue hair. Blessings of Morgana upon us. Alright, Kestryd II is going to be Brutal. Alright everyone, thank you for today. Hope you all had fun. Nothing wrong with blue hair? No, it's the curse of Morgana I was referring to. Now let's have a look. We got Emperor playing Junn Awakening. And Bruce is playing Crusader Kings 3. You did charge into battle and then lead a war. That plane made you unflinching. Oh, yes. You can't get that armor for my character. Oh, yes. This was a Twitch one. So when the game originally came out, there were Twitch drops for it. And they've restarted the Twitch drops occasionally. How long has it been since the Twitch drops were last about? It's been a while. But there are Twitch drops. Maybe they'll reignite them again at some point. Every now and again they might do. But I think it's been a few months. Couple of months, yeah. Maybe more than that. You can do Sick Boy, it's up to you. It's about every 6 months, so maybe sometime soon it will come up. But there's a outfit and hat combo for every what do you call it? Every noble type. And this armor for a monarch. So yeah, hopefully they'll come back again, in which case you just have to watch me play it on Twitch or someone else for a few hours in order to get all the drops. Let's see, I don't think there's anyone else playing King of the Castle, is there? Nope. Alright. Shall we do... Let me do a vote. Very quick vote on what to raid into.